And we were just say life is the title anyway, like this this installation at the end. So already it's quite interesting, like the structure of the building, because it's made by Renzo Piano, like the architect, and in general you already have like this kind of structure, but then you have only the water like at the beginning, like, and then you have like the big and huge window. I don't know if you ever saw, but you can as well like check it out how it looks like in general. But yes, you have like a big panel with window, and now for this exhibition everything is open, and you have like all the water like flowing inside.
It's so crazy. I don't know how
it's
they
like
did this, but yeah.
And I think anyway, I don't want to say like something wrong, because I'm not really into, I mean, I don't have or have all the information about architecture and etc. But anyway, I can really see that when you go there, you really see like this interaction before the outside and inside as well already, like in the normal situation. I was I was lucky a couple of years ago. I managed like to see, and then it's true, like with this big window, and anyway you are in the park, so you
feel the contrast.
You go inside like the room, and you always have a chance to have a sneak peek from outside. But like this is another thing. It's like another I would say. Which one? Explore first? What do you
Maybe think? Explore, because then he speaks a bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know as well a bit more about the artist. By I don't dare to say the name. This is the artist. But yes, I mean we already like see the inside. And as well, I mean, like using the green, and then you have like the green out and the green outside. Urban landscapes around the museum beyond life. And again, actually, yeah, it's really, I would say, we can even have like main topic is life in a way in this like episode.
Yeah, we could have
like title. Yes, it's like life. I would say that we are keeping all elements that are like in a way bringing us to life first, which is very good to see this kind of thing. And in a way they're speaking about life, because even it makes like art, architecture, and nature and emotion, color, it's part of. We can play just I mean a bit. It's interesting how he talks about this part. Is even relaxing, I would say.
Life has begun. Life can be visited around the clock because it's open day and night. Life asks what it means to be human, while recognizing other agencies that surrounds us. Life as a landscape is a natural cultural landscape. We used to divide these two into two opposites sometimes even, but they're not. They're one thing and they're inseparable. We humans, we always think we are exceptional. Exceptionalism. We need to step aside and leave some space for someone else, some non-humans as well. As a landscape, life is luminous at night. The water in life is dyed with a non-toxic color called uranine. Normally it's used in science to track water currents. It is, I think, making the water explicit. Life invites you to use all your senses, not just vision. Maybe try to encourage a sort of panoramic awareness, 360 degrees. It's not just about progress, it's about being present. Think about what a plant in the water might be experiencing. What's the perspective of that? Try to vegetalize. You could even try to conspire with the plants. Life is very concerned with what is precarious and vulnerable. Life is a model of a landscape, of a future landscape in which humans and non-humans can live together. Life has no clear boundaries, but it's entangled into the museum into the park, and through the park into the city, and from the city into the greater landscape, and in the world essentially. And this entanglement, it's so important. It acknowledges this entanglement as a way of being. To me, the way a museum operates, the way it reaches out to its visitors, impacts, of course, the artwork. It influences the way we experience art. Life is never the same. It comes to life through the temporary coexistence of those in it. Life is in continuous transformation.
Yeah, so he gave like the perfect, I think, explanation about what the concept is, and how he's thought about it, and the concept of life, as you said.
As well.
But yeah, he also mentioned, as you had mentioned, just the boundaries of like the museum, and then being in the park, and then being in nature, and then being in the city. Like it's all just one sort of flowing feeling.
And that's the thing. I mean, for sure there are other like places, but I think that in this case was really as well like good, like as a place, as a location. I think for that it could be quite wow. And then I'm just making me realize, because I was thinking in the word they say like life always change and and then I just realized, but it's a personal thing which made me laugh. That's why I always prefer the ocean, or anyway the sea, than the lake.
Yeah,
because give me this kind of
feeling.
No, it's a bit out of topic, but then because I was really, I mean, we saw, I mean, the sea and etc. And that's true. I think it's just like another good feeling that I think the sea gives to you, the ocean, etc. Because the truth is always change every time
Always
you see it. I mean, it's never the same.
Yeah,
not offense for the lake lovers, but yes, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I agree with
when
you.
it's like it's
sea, sand, the waves.
It's something, no? And then the lake. I mean, of course, you also, I mean, you as well. Yes, as well. I have like waves and etc. movement, but then I would just say, yeah, it's changing. Yeah, that's true. And then in my mind, immediately, I mean, like water and etc. I was just thinking about already in a different place. But yes, it's nice need to be. No, it's really nice, and as well, I think is now we're gonna see, because then. Anyways, the water is fluorescent. Fluorescent.
Yes, correct. So yeah, you actually see it moving with the green dye that he mentioned. So you actually see how it moves.
Oh yeah, and as well there are sound of insect traffic and other people, smell of plants and water. That's why as well, like he was saying, like to have like different motion, like
all your
you
senses,
use all your senses,
are stimulated.
You surround the escape of this garden. Yeah, very nice. Yes, opening up, and then in here we have we can actually see.
I think if we go to the other backwards.
Exactly, even more fun. I was trying to see if there is already a link, otherwise we go in the other. Maybe it's yes. In here you can see, like in the evening when it's dark, days and night. Here we go. Yes, super nice, even like with all the texture as well that he put. Here we have more water.
Your scrolling's working overtime, friend. It's a lot of side scrolling to do.
So we are playing the thing,
Oh yes,
it's
the side project.
Yes,
but yeah, I think on the first On the first link, there's the live.
I just curious here because it says well, like.
What does it say? The sun is all that it asks for. The crash of light, the pass of come and water. Oh, it's just a quote by someone. You can learn more about the plants that are
as
now
well
being
that he put.
Oh,
Yeah, because at the beginning I didn't. I mean, we saw. We saw, but I didn't realize that. Yeah, it's really like what you see there. It actually put like different than kind of flower. And let's see what else there is like inside. Oh yes, which is making as well. Who made this planet? For animal like us, quite a statement. Sensorium. What the plants are. We don't know yet what the plants want or what the plants know. You can even let's nice this out of space. Natural cultural landscape.
So I suppose this is the mixing of the outside, the inside, the park, and all the surroundings. But I like the concept that he has, like, also just saying how we need to be more in harmony with non-humans.
Yes.
So I think it's something we forget sometimes.
Yeah, and I didn't realize
someone made their way
true.
into the.
It's like, yeah, why not? It's really nice. So I mean, they really open, and then now that you see the pictures, like, okay, yes, they really even animal and etc. I mean, he say that the product as well there. I mean, he use in the water is not like toxic. But yes, it's just like fine. Birds have another dimension of color. Yes, it just makes me fun to imagine like the birds and all the animals just being like around the park, and one from day to another one is like, okay, that's like fluo, or I don't know what's happening here. So maybe we can have access in here because something fun is on the website. Actually, you can see like some camera that they are like reproducing what's happening like right now. Yes, is in here. I mean, maybe now there are not a lot of people.
But yeah, usually you would see like you can see people walking onto the platforms and like all in different areas.
I can also go back like to the one. I was just curious to see in here if there are like more picture. Oh yes, actually, it's nice in here because then you can see that. Oh, before like there were anyway like this big window. Oh, they remove it.
Oh wow!
Actually, they open up everything to even like to fulfill all the room with water as well. I mean, the counter. Yep. So I think that we saw all, and yes, is in here. Let's see. First is super fun option that you can see as well, like how it looks like in the night. Even we saw already like some of the picture. And then in here, let's see, is the live stream, as we were saying. Oh no, there are still people.
There.
Yes.
That's so cool.
And then in here, what we were saying, because the color is the...
Oh, when they do the... I actually think I said it wrong, infrared earlier on. Like heat sensitivity cameras. So you see like the thermal... Yeah, I said infrared, right? I think when I was speaking earlier to you, but I think it's like heat sensitive or thermal cameras.
Even when he was speaking, yes, as well. I mean, he used like this technique, and actually... Yeah, it's super nice, it's something that actually you can have access now. You can go to exhibition, I think, over there, but yeah, for the one I cannot go for 1,000 different reasons, even like maybe I had the chance to go, or right now like move as a situation anyway. As we say, it's all the places like different rule and etc. It's actually very fun, or you can see anyway what's happening around. and Espadini, like there is someone you can see.
And in a different way, I suppose, because it's not just like a straight on view, you know, it's done in like a kaleidoscope or the thermal camera, so you see the heat sensitivities when it wets how hot and cold, and yeah, it's really cool.
It's quite fun. And then yes, I mean, now we were checking, but it would be as well like curious to see, I mean, later, you know, maybe you guys, if you want to check out and let us know if you find like something. But yes, like in the evening, because maybe it's open, and yeah, now I mean it's good because the sun is still like
shining,
so it's good. But then I'm very curious, maybe around, I don't know, 9 or something, is still someone in the museum, maybe you can see like the contrast. But yes, I think that it's super nice how they did anyway. First, I think they advertise anyway like this kind of exhibition, and then to really to give all this possibility, like to see the live stream, and then in way to explore and know a bit more about the exhibition
behind the scenes,
with as well like a lot of explanation. I think that, which is good. It's, I think for this kind of topic, there's always like two sides, because it's the same for, I don't know, like contemporary art. There are some people, and sometimes you don't find any explanation, which is as well fine. And then there are two different like people that divide, like the people that would like to know more about, and then it's like, okay, but then I need an explanation. And there are other people that they say no, because it's fine like that, you should make your idea about. And I think in that case, I mean, of course it's quite, I mean, even without explanation, it's quite clear, I would say, like but
I think for me, I'm always the person that loves the story behind, because then it gives again the emotion, the idea, like it just brings you even closer than if you just went there and saw the water. Maybe you'd feel some sort of way, but maybe not fully if you didn't really like, you know all the detail behind it, or see all the action behind the scenes.
And anyway, I think that it gives anyway an explanation, but it keeps so many doors open, like to free interpretation. I mean, there is like 10,000 things that you can think about. I mean, the nature, like think outdoor, indoor. I mean, the using of the color, that of course, like it's green, but always very bright, and it's something even like in the night maybe it looks more artificial than in contrast maybe with the water during the day, that maybe it's
more subtle,
yes, and just like meshed up, I don't know, like with the nature and all the other color. So yeah,